where are they now? Tune in to our Meet Our Alumni series, featuring Al-Huda School students then and now.
The frog peered up at her from its position against the dissection tray, its smooth arms and feet pinned. Danya Chowdhury inspected its rubber limbs and torso. Classmates cheered as they unearthed the organs and eggs of their specimens. Her own frog remained intact, its corpse the pristine before image of frenzied autopsies. As Chowdhury recounted this experience, she said,
"Every time I see my 7th grade biology teacher, Sister Sumaya Fahmi, I always tell her she's the reason I went into bioengineering. That was the first year we performed dissections on frogs and cow liver, and even though I pretty much chickened out in doing it, it was such a great class. It made me realize how much I love the subject."
Though her web specimen circumvented its post-mortem C-section, the familiar, intimate stools and wooden tables of Al-Huda School's laboratory nurtured a burgeoning fascination with the ropey sinews and tendons of anatomy, and the quilted patterns of cells beneath a microscope. A 2015 Al-Huda School alumna, Chowdhury earned her degree in bioengineering at the University of Maryland in 2019. Today, she works at the National Institute of Health Vaccine Research Center in the Vaccine Production Program. She said,
"I've been working on analytical support for different vaccine candidates. This year I focused on flu vaccines, but have finally gotten to start working on some COVID-19 stuff too."
Science and mathematics seem to pour from an intrinsic eternal fountain, one propelled by the efforts of Chowdhury's mother, who doubled as her instructor at Al-Huda High School. Chowdhury said,
"I've always been pretty good at math, and fun fact, my mom was my 9th grade physics teacher. I hated physics, even though I'm an engineer, but with my love of biology and my expertise in math, I decided to go into bioengineering."
Danya describes her work and motivation as follows.
"I've always been interested in disease and illness treatment, so getting to work on something that has dramatically affected our world this year is so exciting as it can be during a global pandemic. But knowing that with every disease Allah has sent down its cure, it motivates me to continue the research that I do. I mean, yes, it's hard and tedious, but knowing that one day there might be a cure for cancer or other diseases, it's incredible."
So what's next for Danya? Where does she go from here?
Inshallah, my goal is to go into graduate school to continue my study in bioengineering. Even though a lot of my past experiences have dealt with various labs and research, I've always had a love and passion towards teaching. I guess it's in my blood.
She urges present Al-Huda School students to pace themselves with their studies. She says,
"I was determined to finish in 4 years, but if there's one thing I learned from being in college, it's that you have the option to take your time. If there's a subject you're interested in and it might set you back a semester, you should still take it. You always have options in college, and stressing to finish on time doesn't help anyone. I thought I had to finish on time or else I would be behind, but that's not the case. Try to figure out what subjects you like and don't like, but also know that when you're in college, there are so many options."
The hesitant child that once explored the Al-Huda School laboratory is but a faint echo, one displaced by the young woman milling about the halls of a much larger laboratory and a cubicle to call her own.